Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of What's for Dinner. Tonight we are making some delicious, refreshing fish ceviche. This is what your end result will look like, and it is just delicious. Like I said, let's go ahead and get into the ingredients. First, you're going to be needing some ground up tilapia. I was able to get this at our local supermarket. They already have it ground up for you, ready to just plop into a bowl. I got 5 pounds. So all of the measurements will attribute to the 5 pounds of fish. So that way you can kind of get a guesstimate of how much you'll need for however many pounds you're going to be making. So what I do is I just take the tilapia, plop it into a bowl big enough for when you add everything, you'll be able to mix it in perfectly. That's why it looks like there's one huge bowl for such little tilapia. And then you're going to go ahead and start cutting up some limes. I like to just cut a few in half so that when I juice them, I can just juice them straight into the bowl and I don't have to cut and then juice, you know? Thinking smarter, not harder. But I always buy about 2 dozen limes, and depending on 1, how juicy they are, and 2, how much fish you're using, that should be about enough for the ceviche that you're making. So yeah. Lost my train of thought, but let's go ahead and just juice these limes into tilapia. You just want to juice enough limes until it covers it, but not like a whole lot, just like this. And this is perfect. It'll cook down your tilapia just enough. So what I do is I just, break it up, make sure that it's all pretty evenly covered with the lime juice, and then set it in the fridge while I cut up my veggies. And that way, when the veggies are done, your fish is done and it's all done. So I used 2 bags of shredded carrots, and I also added some Roma tomatoes. So the tomatoes I just like to cut into bite-sized pieces. Here it's up to you, your own preference into how big or how small you like your veggies. And I just like ours small. So at this point, the fish is in the fridge cooking up. And now, by the time that you're done cutting up all your veggies, your fish is cooked. You can combine it all together, and it is ready to eat. I'm actually not 100% sure how many tomatoes I ended up using. I just start adding into a separate bowl all of the veggies and see how the ratio looks from tomatoes to onions to carrots, everything that you added in there. You can also add whatever veggies you'd like. It's up to you. This is just traditionally how I like to make our fish ceviche. This dish is perfect for Lent season on Friday when you can't have meat. You can just make this, you could even make this Thursday night, have it in the fridge, and be ready to go Friday. Now we're going to go ahead and do some onion. I used a white onion. I believe I just used 1. And just like the tomato, I just diced it up into small little cubes because we like our veggies small. Now we add it all together. The cilantro, the onion, the tomato. Those are the veggies, the only veggies that we use in ours. Look at that color. I love when my food has so much color in it. Look at that. Beautiful. And you see the small pieces of tomato. So right here, once you add all of your veggies together, if you like the ratio from the tomato to the onion to the carrot to the cilantro, then you are ready to combine and your dish is ready to go. One key tip is to add salt to your fish before you add the lime, and that way it doesn't get slimy or a nasty consistency. But this is what your fish should look like once it's fully cooked. At this point, you just add all of the veggies together with this, and you give it a little taste, see how if you're happy with the salt content or not. If you are, then you've got yourself some ceviche, fish ceviche, ready to eat. This is so good, you guys. I paired it with some Tostitos, the chile verde Tostitos, and it just tastes so good. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.